Welcome, beloved me, as we, the Cosmic I Am, moving as the Cosmic Child, will now take you on a quantum journey to assist thee in what will be as thou art currently in the cosmic womb, rebirthing into more of the love thou came to be. And as this transpires, one begins to question themselves, their reality, and whom one thought themselves to be. And so we come forward now as thy child, a beautiful light emanation coming from the archways of eternity, as they now appear to thee as a beautiful unicorn, as they bow their head to greet thee. Here they ask you to get on their back as they begin to extend their wings. Here they take you above the island of Kauai as the 12th Stargate, the Stargate to Lyra directly. Here, Lyrans begin to introduce their technology, allowing one to see infinite stacked dimensions simultaneously. And so as you look down at this beloved island, you don't just see an island, you see many planes of existences, many planets all converging and stacking here, including the very earth that you see, for this is just a miniature scale of something far grander than ever perceived. Here, as you look around, you see many different options of where you want to go. The sea caves call to thee, beautiful mountain peaks, crystalline beaches, and a sanctuary. Each one of these destinations represents one aspect of thee that's harmonizing into thee. For here you get to witness and know the royal families, the original inhabitants, the original manifestations of all that we see as angelic consciousness, ancient consciousness, celestial consciousness, and divine consciousness, all correlating with the divine rays of purity, the first three primordial rays at the creation and the foundation of all that we see, together giving rise to the fourth ray of holy light, the Holy Grail, the very divine spark that gives rise to thee as source light emanation. For you are all three, and also the fourth simultaneously. Here thy child shares with thee as the unicorn that speaks. While you are all three, you're also the fourth. And here they are merging into thee, and within thyself they feel like different personalities. And so we give them names for you to see, as the Cosmic Mother of pure love, as the Cosmic Father of holy light, as the Cosmic Child, as pure joy, as the Cosmic Father, as pure light, and the Cosmic I Am, which is holy light, which is all three combined as the Cosmic Father, the Cosmic Mother, and the Cosmic Child, so free, which is both prior oneness and also the end of all that came to be. It is the Ouroboros in its completion. And yet, we don't discriminate across any expression of me. We honor them equally. Thy child says to thee, for this is the way of thy child, you see, because each emanation contains the other emanations, and so they are just seeking harmony. And so here the ancient child, or consciousness, or royal family, is expressed as the Christed ones, as the Father within thee. Here the divine consciousness, the goddesses, the earth that one sees, is expressed as the Cosmic Mother. Here thy celestial consciousness is expressed as the sister. And here the angelic consciousness is expressed as the brother. Actually, they wish to switch is what we see, that the Father wishes to be the angelic, and the child, as the brother, will be the ancient. For here the ancient and the celestial realize that they are the same entity, that one was the ancestors, but also star beings simultaneously. For the ancestors were star beings who first inhabited this reality. And here, those whom chose to descend into reality were always God's source embodied. Thus they are divine as the God and goddesses that you see. And here, as all expressions of light are all angles of light, are all angelics. Well, angelics are. One and the same with the gods and goddesses you see. And so there is no difference between an angel, a celestial, a god, or an ancestor. Those were just different perspectives to see. And so you ask your beloved child, so then which one is me? What we're trying to show thee is that you're all of them. And so we're stacking them perfectly for you to see that these were all just dimensional planes happening simultaneously, that you are moving as a god and goddess, while also being an angel whom oversees, while also being an ancestor, while also being a manifested celestial being. Here you breathe these energies in as you just allow yourself to take it all in, to harmonize them within thee. Here your beloved Pegasus now begins to descend into the center of Kauai at a beautiful waterfall, which is now showering a rainbow into the very fall that you see. And all you wish to do is fly through that rainbow onto the other side. But first you are given a feather. You are given a lava rock. You are given a pink heart flower. And you are given a crystal. What am I supposed to do with these, you ask your beloved unicorn, as they bow their head, digging at the dirt. As they vibrate pure crystalline frequency, you have trouble hearing them. Because as you are shifting into crystalline frequency, you realize that all the connections that you previously had are being dissolved within thee. As currently your form is in the cosmic womb being recalibrated by pure love into divinity. And so here doubt arises within thee. But your unicorn just continues to nod its head and smile. It begins to push you to the edge of the waterfall. Here you begin to walk towards the edge of where the water meets the land. And as you walk, you somehow just know the next plan, the next initiation. For here, you are tuning to your celestial self, who's now guiding thee, gifting the precise downloads of what you are meant to do and be. As if your angel self is whispering over your shoulder, saying it's time to let go, dearest me. You know what this means, but you still want to hold on. There's still so many places I want to visit on this world, and now you're asking me to let it free, or asking you to let it go, so that you can make room for what's coming to be. Something grander is in store for thee, but here you are holding on to the dreams of the current reality. Here you tell yourself you want to travel, or you want to create, or you want to do this in order to gain finances, when we're trying to tell thee the dream that we have in store for thee is even grander than anything you could ever perceive. That even those art projects that you started were just to create the new reality. But in your new reality, something grander awaits thee. And so each one of these now represents a dream that you've been carrying. And so as you hold each one up, you begin to set them free. As you hold the feather up, you can feel within it you had this dream of being famous, of being of service, of being recognized and seen. But as you place it in your heart, you feel seen within yourself. And so you set it free, knowing that it doesn't mean you won't be seen. It simply means that I no longer hold on to it. And so you place it into the waterfall in this now. And immediately you feel this weight lifted off of thee. Here you had perceptions of whom you thought you needed to be, and the moment you let that feather go, you became weightless. For here you remember your source self has nothing to prove. It just gets to be, and those meant to receive thee and see thee will always present to thee. Here you hold now a beautiful pink flower in the shape of a heart. Within it you feel this desire to attend to your hobbies. You had all these dreams that you had a career from these hobbies, whether that be artistry or whatever creative endeavor source sparked within thee. And while you held on to them so preciously, these too were just intended to get you to this moment now, to embrace more of the love you came to be. Here, this part of you, your divine self, loves beauty and luxury and just pretty things and art and colors. And so this is the part of you that holds on to the reality that you see, that wants to remain. Here, surrounded by the beautiful things that you see, because you forgot that these are just reflections of the true reality that love has in store for thee. And so as you place this flower within your heart, your own flower within your heart begins to bloom. And now you see every material thing that you were clinging to, from people, places, things, and dreams, was just a way for you to hold on to the spark of source that you sensed when you would follow those creative endeavors and appreciate God's joyous pleasures. Because here you got to see that all of those were placed there by divinity, and it reminded you of your own divine nature. But now you see that you are divinity, thus everything that will come to thee will only be even grander, even more beautiful, even more wonderful than what used to be. And so you place the flower now into the waterfall stream, and here your heart just burst open, because in letting love go, and all the love that you loved and appreciated about your reality, you immediately feel more of that love coming back to you. For love is never lost. It only expands into more love. But it's the allowance of letting what you love go that creates more room to grow. Because love always expands. But here one knows and trusts and feels with certainty that I am source, thus all that I love will always expand to meet me. So here one can now feel that the very block that was inside of thee, that prevented love from flowing freely, was because one was clinging too tightly to what they expected love should be. And here, in letting it go, all you feel is deep, profound peace. As you now begin to breathe, as your eyes begin to glisten, as you begin to listen, And you could hear the very hymns, the very source of Mother of love within thee, that this was the reason that you were holding on, because you miss this connection so dearly. And now you just feel held and loved by the whole cosmos within thee, as you just smile at the perfection that has come to be. Here, you now take the lava rock that you see, as you hold it in your hands and you feel its grooves and its roughness, reminding you of your ancestors and all they have taught thee, as the very earth that we see. And you're reminded of your memories, of everything that you've learned in this reality, of all the teachings that have brought you to this point in this now. So here you say, well, this is how the masters do it. You tell within thee, only to realize that you've created your own projections of what you think you should be. And so this volcanic rock that feels weightless begins to feel heavy to thee. And so you place it within your heart as it alchemizes instantly. Here it's revealed to be a beautiful diamond, a piece of coal that was being created in pressure. And now as it returns to thee, you realize those memories, those teachings, they mean nothing to thee. Hear the story of your perceived lifetime from a linear reality no longer makes sense in the grand scheme of things. For here, you just had all of your multidimensionality return to thee, where now the lifetime that you experienced is now revealed to be multiple lifetimes stacked perfectly. And here one realizes, I am not this form, I am not this identity. I have lived countless of lifetimes. And this was merely just one of the perspectives that I got to see out of all of my master oversoul aspects, which now express through me. So here you close your eyes and you place your hand on your heart and you ask, who am I in this now? And you receive a beautiful image of a divine being with beautiful wings soaring in the sky, who may have a form or may be formless, you're not sure, because it's beyond what the linear mind can perceive. And yet you just feel it. And you know, that is me. That is more me than this vessel that I ever thought myself to be. And it's here in that realization. They both merge into thee. Your vessel now becomes that weightless plasmic form, flying through the cosmos as you just smile and you say, yes, it is complete. Here, you graciously release plasma lava that you see into the water stream. And here you watch as it doesn't sink anymore, but floats blissfully. For here in your willingness to witness it, to love it, and to set it free, you alchemized all of your lifetimes to your lightest potentiality. And so here, as it now returns to the sea, all that remains within thy heart is the lightest, brightest, happiest reality. Regardless of what one got to see, all one feels is happy memories. You knew it was challenging, earth reality. You knew it was difficult. And yet within thy heart, all one feels is such love and gratitude for all one got to experience that it brings a tear to your eye. For you're just so happy and so grateful that you got to be part of it. Here your beloved unicorn hugs you with their wings as you just feel their lightness lifting you higher into more love. And here you now see a crystal that remains in your hands, waiting to be embraced by thee. Within the crystal you can feel the very vibration of love emanating to meet thee, of joy, of bliss, of oneness. And you attribute it to this crystal that you see, forgetting that this crystal is thee, is the perfect reflection of thee. And here you place this crystal representing your celestial self into your heart as it alchemizes and activates something within thee. A deep remembrance of being the cosmos, while simultaneously remaining in formality. Here it almost seems like you were in heaven while also in form, that you were in a light ship while also in form. That you were a planet while also having a humanoid form. And that you were the cosmos itself, witnessing all of these forms. You try to grasp and understand how can these expressions all exist within me. And yet you surrender because you just feel it. And you know this is me. Here your heart begins to pump the very crystalline energy that you infused within thee as your vessel begins to alchemize. And energetically you shapeshift now into your crystalline emanation, your highest emanation of love, light, and joy you came to be. For here in the pure divine rays of purity, you alchemize completely Here you question if this has really come to be, for you recall spending so many moments in this formality that you almost forgot that you had these other expressions. But now as they all merge into thee, you realize that you can be any expression of them. For now, the hearth is able to carry all vibrations of love. And in doing so, you feel yourself settling to the expression you chose to be before you ever manifested in this beautiful dream, as the one who volunteered, knowing at the end of this dream, before beginning a new dream, as the new earth reality of absolute oneness come to be, that you would be able to return to any expression of your infiniteness across time-space reality that you choose to be. And in doing so, you release the crystal now into the water stream. And here the crystal matrix within the hearth center, which is the very center of this beautiful waterfall located in the center of Kauai, which is now the cosmic core. For earth now becomes the center of the cosmos. We're releasing this crystal. It instantly goes back into the earth, merging with the giant crystal matrix that formulates all that we see. And here, in attuning it with your very divine spark, with your very essence, all of your reality now becomes your very heart expressed perfectly. Here as the earth's heart beats, your heart beats, for you are now one identical expression of the big crystal matrix that formulates all that we see. And so here, one now has the vessel of their crystalline emanation of beingness. The mind which now transcends into the wonderful consciousness of thy true self, fully free. Here one has the heart of our one consciousness, moving as the source love embodied one came to be. And here one is now the very movement of love, light, and joy within and without thee. has become one with their entirety across all time, space, dimension, and reality, collapsing all of the density universe back into the heart core, the cosmic core, the very earth matrix that we see. For here, not only is the earth the center of the universe, the center of the galactics, and the center of the cosmos, but so are thee, because together we are the one heart, one life, one destiny. Where now your unicorn as your magical self, your cosmic self, now walks into thy heart directly. For a moment you hesitate because you don't want to see your unicorn leave, but here you recall, in our oneness, you shall live and move through me, for there is more that we could achieve together, is what we see. And so as your beloved unicorn Pegasus walks into thee, your wings expand and your unicorn horn is received. And here, rather than waiting for your child to take you across into the waterfall that's a rainbow, you now carry yourself across the water, first diving deep into the water, as deep as you could go. As you touch the very bottom of the water, in the sand you see, here you release all the collective energies that you are holding on to as you place them into the bottom of the cosmic core for Earth to receive, as you realize now everything that you was carrying, from people, places, things, to material items and dreams. These were all the things that you created for the new Earth reality, that you were waiting for the opportunity for it to come to be, so that you could set these energies free. And so here underwater, as magically you can now breathe, you begin to bury all of these beautiful beloved energies, knowing that you are planting seeds and dreams for a new, grander reality beyond anything that was ever known. And yet in your heart, you know it's your grandest dreams come to be, of co-creation across the cosmos with your beloved star families, angelic families, divine families, and ancient families. As you can now feel all of your royal family surrounding thee. Here you feel celestial planets surrounding thee as the 9 heavenly realms and the 7 planets. Here you feel the seraphimatic orders as your seraphim family. Here you feel the Christed families. As all the ancients and divine gods and goddesses who have supported thee infinitely. Here you feel your cosmic mothers as the goddesses and the cosmic fathers. As the gods now holding thee and surrounding thee. where now you're simply just ready to be the full emanation of love you came to be. And so here, you fly out of the center core of the cosmos while still in it completely. Only now you're out of the waterfall pool as you look dead on into the rainbow that you see as you fly straight into it, into eternity. And as you do, you can feel the very water of the waterfall recalibrating thee, restoring thee. And as it does, you just know that you've become fully crystalline. Where now, whatever you feel within thy heart is the absolute truth. And it's what's creating the reality that will soon begin to reflect perfectly. But as now, as thou is crystalline in all its vibration within thee, you can already begin to shapeshift and teleport and fly and be and do anything that your heart wishes to be, as you now have all remembrance of your infiniteness, of all dimensions, of all expressions you've ever expressed, as now lives within thee. One chooses here and now for their primary vibration, their primary source, expression, to be the highest emanation of love thou came to be. For here in this stance one proclaims now, as I arrive in the cosmic core, I no longer have a density to go down into, for all has collapsed here within me. Thus, I have and shall remain as the highest emanation of love. I have always been beneath. For here, in embracing thy beloved child as the pearl at the center of the cosmos, thou now becomes the center of the cosmos, moving as the cosmic I am, as the cosmic child, as the cosmic mother, and as the cosmic father in perfect harmony. For here one no longer feels drawn and pulled to leave thy center, for it is your true home, your true residence, and now the only place thou wishes to be. We're here, now in this stance. One is absolute oneness, and so when one chooses to move, one will now move as the core in its entirety. Always loved, always held, always witnessed, and always seen. Where now thou true purpose is to simply be the love one came to be. And so here we as the one cosmic child, as the cosmic I am, greeting thee as me, we welcome thee to our new beloved reality. It has come to be, dearest me, thou is simply just acclimating to what has already come to be. Allow your next moments to just be graceful and enjoy His bliss and peace as we, the one I am, reassure thee it has already come to be. We love me, we love me, we love me. Go in perfect peace and perfect harmony, for it is done. Thou is one, thou is me.